A check of your forecast for Tuesday. See if the weather is going to get you in the giving spirit and keep your hearts warm, or is it going to be freezing our hands?
It's going to be cold, but that doesn't mean you can't still be in the giving spirit, right?
There you go.
It is going to be very chilly throughout the entire week, though. Today is the first day of meteorological winter. I had mentioned that earlier. Runs all the way through the end of February, and typically our coldest time of the year. But here's a look outside on this Sunday evening. The sun is setting, temperatures are dropping, and many of you are already well into the 40s as we take a look at some of those temperatures around the Tennessee Valley. 45 in Cleveland, 42 in Athens, 37 in Altamont. So even colder along the plateau. Winds are starting to pick up out of the west about 6 miles per hour. Now tonight, it's going to be another hard freeze. We're looking at low to mid 20s with a few teens showing up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Murphy, 19 tonight. So make sure you wrap those pipes, bring in those pets because it is going to be a very cold night. And then tomorrow, we're going to have the cold air in place. We're going to have a little system coming in from the north. Could lead to some Monday snow showers during the afternoon and evening. Now, for now, things are dry, but we do have some snow up the road. So if you were to hit I-75 all the way to Johnson City, you'd run into some snow eventually. But for our neck of the woods, things are looking dry. But here's our next system. Going to be a little Alberta Clipper dropping in. Now, moisture really going to be a limiting factor here, but it does appear that we're going to have just enough cold air already in place for any of the moisture that does happen to move in our region. Might fall snow even here in the valley. So as we get into your Monday morning, all is calm. We're going to have clear skies, but during the afternoon, you're going to notice the cloud cover starting to increase. And then by the time we get to 5, 6 o'clock, right around sunset, look at some of this blue starting to show up along the Cumberland Plateau. And then watch how the evening progresses. Again, as the sun sets, temperatures drop. We're going to continue to see some of that blue even here in parts of the valley. Best chance for any accumulation going to be in some of the higher elevations, especially along the plateau back into middle Tennessee, maybe even the North Georgia mountains and along the Tennessee-North Carolina line. That continues to jog to the south by about 10, 11 o'clock. Going to be some snow flurries or snow showers across North Georgia and Northeast Alabama. And then overnight will gradually clear out. Temperatures drop back into the 20s. And then by the time we wake up on Tuesday, we're going to dry out. So futurecast snowfall, again, this isn't going to be a big deal, but it is going to be cold enough for some of this to fall of snow, even here in the valley. Again, moisture a big limiting factor, but we could get a dusting, maybe even in a couple of valley locations. I wouldn't bank on it, but if you're in places like Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion, Van Buren, even Bledsoe counties, maybe up to a ½ an inch in some of the higher elevations along the plateau, North Georgia mountains and back towards Murphy may get a nice little coating as well. But again, moisture just not going to be all that much. So we're not looking at big accumulations unless you're right along the Tennessee-North Carolina line. But here's a breakdown. Valley, just a couple flurries. Metro mountains, maybe up to a dusting. The plateau up to a ½ of an inch. And the Blue Ridge Mountains 1 to 3 inches, especially in those highest elevations right along the Tennessee-North Carolina line above about 3,000 feet. So it is a possibility, certainly something to watch out for as we get into your Monday. But the overall temperature trend heading into December favoring below normal temperatures for the eastern half of the country. And for this entire week, it's going to be pretty chilly out there. Highs in the 40s all the way through this weekend. So the chill is certainly going to be on. Overnight lows are going to be well into the 20s. And as we take a look at your Storm Alert 7-day forecast, snow showers possible tomorrow afternoon, 40 on Tuesday, and we're going to keep the chill rolling all the way through the end of the week.